It was beauty that killed the beast. Or probably the bullets from the airplane. Yeah, more likely the bullets from the airplane. And the fall. Well, not so much the fall. It's the landing that gets you. Today, on the Bermuda looks at King Kong. Yeah. It's Classic Tuesdays. Let's see what he has to say. Brought to you by the Bearded Movie Guy. Hi, the Bearded Movie Guy. And today on Classic Tuesdays, we're looking at King Kong. King Kong is a 1933 movie starring Fay Wray, Robert Armstrong, and Bruce Cabot. You guys know what King Kong's about, right? Like, do I have... Okay, I'll give you a quick recap. Film crew goes to an island. They have a girl with them because they want to film an amazing picture in the wilderness with a girl and some kind of love story. They're not quite sure what it's going to be. They get to this mysterious island that the director knew about by a map that he got from a guy who found a guy in a canoe who was from the island that never went back. It's confusing. Anyways, this island has a big wall that kind of divides part of the island off. And why does it have a big wall? Because there's bad things on the other side of that wall, and the people who live in the island need that wall to protect themselves. But you think those big bad things could just crash through, and you're right. There's one thing in particular that could easily crash through, but he doesn't. Why? Because he's King Kong, and King Kong is offered up a woman every now and again, which I'm assuming he eats. I don't want to think what else he would do with her. Anyway, so as the film crew gets to the island, they're about to sacrifice this woman, and guess what? They see the film crew's woman, who's named Ann Darrow, played awesomely by Fay Wray. Fay Wray is a very pretty woman, and she's a very blonde woman, and these people have never seen a blonde woman, and so they freak out because there's a blonde woman. They didn't even know this existed. They had to think if they got to California what they'd do. So they're like, forget sacrificing our woman, let's sacrifice that woman, because that's got to be better. So they're like, we'll trade you 4 of whatever you want for her. And of course they say no, they go back to the boat. And of course they're like, heck no, we got to get blonde woman for the Kong guy, because, no. So, of course, that night they sneak onto the boat, steal her, and put her before Kong. Now Kong is this giant ape. So they offer to King Kong, and King Kong is just like the villagers in the fact that he's never seen a blonde girl either. And he's like, whoa, and he's like, what? That's new. Kong have feelings never had before. Make Kong feel funny. Obviously, he thinks this woman is something different, and whatever he wants to protect her. And so, of course, the crew tries to rescue her back, and Kong doesn't want to give her back. And I'm not going to tell you any more about the movie. If you don't know, just watch the movie, because the movie is awesome. King Kong is one of the original giant monster movies. Unlike Dracula and Frankenstein that are more of a personal level, this is a giant animal. And he is freaking awesome. The effects on King Kong are just freaking incredible. If you watch it now, you may be like, it's obviously like, you know, they took a shot and moved him, and took a shot and moved him. But listen, for the time, 1933, seeing that happen, people were like, what the frick? How did they do that? There was no CGI. It was all very talented people making something happen. And it still looks great today. It is just incredible to watch. Oh, Kong's awesome. The film itself is beautiful. Fay Wray, man, she has some lungs on that woman. She's pretty, she could act. She was the complete package. Robert Armstrong was Carl Denham, who was the film director. He was just a guy you could tell he was used to getting things done and getting his own way, and he really wanted what he wanted, and he just played the part pretty much perfectly. And then Bruce Cabot played John Driscoll, which is the first mate of the ship who falls in love with Ann Darrow's character, and thus protects her and wants her back, and then goes and tries to save her from King Kong. This is one of those films. It's one of the films that everyone on the planet should see at least once. It's brilliant, it's classic, it's a 5-beard, fully bearded movie. And in case you're wondering how it stacks up to the remake, it doesn't. The remake is an abomination compared to this thing. This is brilliant, the remake is terrible. So, forget the remake. Do yourself a favor, check out King Kong. If you've seen King Kong, watch it again. It's great. Thanks for watching. If you have any classic films you think I should review, let me know. Until next time, stay bearded, everyone. You're watching the Bearded Movie Guy talking about King Kong. King Kong's awesome. King Kong's great. King Kong, I don't have a rhyme there. King Kong will eat the food off your plate. That didn't rhyme real well, but that's okay. Yeah. Subscribe and tell your friends. And as always, you'll top safely. Do 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 do. Who's your big monkey?